certainly worth getting excited, in my humble opinion, as this is the best chance for Spirit to be able to bring us to a game 3 and have all of these amazing legendary players compete in what should be a good highlight for the next week or two. And they
Whoa.
find the initial contact on the Morphling. They don't want to run on the escape early. The Strength Seal on the Undying's great, but it's the 3-man snowball, and this is way too much early damage. This Undying may be strong at minute 1, but it's not going to be minute 2. Oh, but the Strength Seal, 24 taken away. That's disgusting.
Fantastic. He got 2 3-man decays and just walks away 24. Oh, 9. He gets a double stun here. Snaking, he has the stars up, not the arrow, and that's kind of cost them both the kill on Maposhka earlier and now cost him his life. Yusoro starting on the first blood, so a fantastic start here. 40 search. Maposhka, does he want to die? And by the way, he starts with a very different item build here, going for the boot and mango. And looks like it's going to be 2 for 2 in terms of the bounties. Yeah, it's a boots and 1 mango on the Undying. Oftentimes we see, the 9 mango build, at least 6 mangoes. This is very different coming out from Oposhka.
I mean, it's good in this situation. The only reason why he's alive, to be entirely honest.
That's fair. That's fair. Like without the boots, he would. Just walking, he'd be dead right now, walking to base. Slow as well without them. And 9, he's taking a bit of damage coming up from the Flame Guard, but he does a good amount with the Hoof Stomp as well. And just like... I love the animation for the Hoof Stomp. It's quite long, so you can always like fake it, like, oh, I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! And then you just don't do it every time.
Certainly. Oh my goodness, that early double edge, that's disgusting.
Yep. He's going to go for the Vanguard first, and I imagine he's going to get the hood at some point or another. Either way, the Vanguard gives you a huge amount of health regeneration as well. And you just got to be careful. He's not that unkillable. He's also got the components to make a Soul Ring. I don't think he has it queued, but we'll find out if he wants to go for if he's going to go for the recipe or not.
Trying to keep things interesting, keep us on our toes.
And he's like, I'll keep the community betting. Sorry, guessing. I'll let them wonder what I'm gonna go for. And then brings out the damn hand of Midas. So mid Centaur guys, coming to your pubs. Why not? At the end of the patch, Tundra, Skeeter, taking a lot of damage here, but where's he gonna walk? Nice sidestep here, and really well played with his movement. Snaking still level 1 though. So he could be losing his life and does shockwave to the face, and Snaking a repeat of game 1. He died a bunch of times to keep Skeeter alive, and he certainly died just now to do the same.
Yeah, they'll certainly be happy. Rather lose the Piranha, not the strongest laner, especially against Rubik Magnus. It's a bit rough. Make things a bit rough too. They're going to harass this Morphling, force him to go a little bit more towards strength for a moment. And just a competition of the creep pulls. Oh.
Poshka gets charged up, takes a little bit of damage, but he's fine. Undying, ever since that change where Decay actually steals health rather than temporarily borrows it, the hero is much harder to harass off the lane. And overall though, we can see 9. He is beginning to crush the mid lane. 18-4 to the 12-0 of Laurel. The rest of his team is suffering though. Skeeter in particular has only got 5 CS, so now he is going to be having to do a lot of heavy lifting. Maybe he'll get the Aghanims, put Skeeter on it, drag him to victory later on. We'll see. Sure, this is a pretty terrible Aghanim Scepter for the Centaur. And I mean, it's a terrible upgrade in general. But in this game, there's literally no one you want to put on it. You don't have a ranged guy who can just do damage. Look at that. Just walks up to him, and this is my lane.
My goodness.
It is kind of brutal. It is kind of brutal to be fair with you. Laurel, is he gonna try? He's gonna try to go for one of those balls. Sorry, one of those water ruins. 20 seconds. Now I might consider pushing the lane up just so he can make sure the enemy can't get it, but it doesn't seem to matter. Laurel's suffering regardless of whatever he does, honestly.
That's the worst part too. He doesn't have to rely on the bottle. He doesn't need to rely on his power runes. He can just stay focused on the XP and the last hits. And you can see why. He's at 25 and 7 right now in this early stages. It's disgusting. And it's enough. It's forcing him to run. Sure, the Ember's going to get the regen with the bottle, but like the Centaur cares, the Ring of Health will easily do the job for him, despite the fact he's always cutting his own HP to get the double edge off.
And Miposhka, by the way, he also came to mid lane, just gets a little bit of that golden experience. Well, almost the experience that Lau skipped out on. Infused Raindrop on the Ember Spirit to help him with this constant double edge spam. It's gonna help, but it's quite a gold investment that's gonna be very off. So Mira is slowed down, but what a catch! What a catch here on Sneaking. Just as he's about to get the leap off. Sneaking! Oh, does not jump again, thinking he is safe. Sneaking. Don't you know? They are never safe against Magnus when he's being played by Collapse.
Trying to attempt the deny to the ancient, or not the jungle creeps, rather. But that's one entire reason why the Magnus goes through the jungle to confirm it. It's beautiful, and they can freely follow up and keep beating up this Spectre. Fantastic harassment, doing best just a bit too short to keep a life alive on Skitter. And that's a second Tundra pick, the Morphling Yataro finding success. This is what I was talking about by this early game being rough again for Tundra.
Yeah, and they're certainly feeling the pain right now, but to be frank, it's not that bad. I mean, holy crap, actually, Skeeter's really suffering. I just look at his net worth, and he is barely ahead of Saksa. Miposhka kills himself to the tower just to get full resources. 9 and 33, they are having a solid game, you know. 33 can always recover. You're a Doom. It's what you do. But Toro having a good time. Laurel's doing okay. Collapse is absolutely destroying Skeeter. There's no other way to describe it. Skeeter is having... He's not having a game at this point. He's just not having a game on the Spectre. Has a chance to recover, but... Youch!
Youch might be a very appropriate way to describe it at the current second.
9, he's got the haste rune, by the way, steals it away from Laurel, who again he's going through these infused raindrop charges down to 2. Tal's helped him a bit in the lane, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Skeeter takes a little bit more harassment. So is Mira actually, and the snowball comes in. Saksa is ready to get something going for this team, but nice stampede. Can they get a kill on Collapse? Could be really big for them if they do. Skeeter gets a much needed recovery for him, and they're gonna go for more, and so they do. Snaky gets a kill on Mira, so this top lane, it's they stem the bleeding just for a little bit and get something out of it as well.
Now 9 on the Centaur. Sure, he's having a great time dominating the Ember in lane. And the Doom getting the gold to keep up with the Morph. But you want to have a good start on your Spectre, like how you want to have a good start on your bets, get a free $15 deposit when you sign up in the BetBoom app through that banner below.
Oh, 33. Doesn't have the Doom available. He didn't actually take it. Wow. If he had it, that could have been a chance for him to actually get it off on Yatoro. But, you know, greed is good. Gold wins games for you. So why not just go for the standard play here. Max out Devour and Scorched Earth instead. What is nice item build? He has the Vanguard. And he's going to go for the Phase Boost after. He is maybe possibly walking into a dangerous situation. He is very durable though. Despite Team Spirit having 3 people there, they say no, we can't kill him. 1,600 gold, Vanguard. Not much armor, to be frank with you, but doesn't feel like he really needs it. And he gets another rune. Got the haste at 6, the DD at 8.
And that DD, that's terrifying. And especially if they catch the Rubik. Oh, it's perfect. Shut him down. And it's always handy as long as he feels like he has enough HP. Return always does damage back on the tower. It's not a lot, but, you know, it helps.
It definitely adds up. And I might consider taking it on the next level as well if he wants to. But Mira feeling the wrath of the double edge. And Lara's like, you know what? I've been taking this the whole game. Looks like another stack coming out. Mapushka, is he gonna try to stop this? He's already in the area. He might just be dropping a tombstone, just farming it himself. Stops one of the stacks from happening. Mapushka, are you in a bit too deep here? He has the tombstone. He has 2 points into the decay. It's just going straight up for the tombstone. It's going to be up instantly. Stampede coming out. This could be a couple of good kills coming out here for Tundra. Not enough to get him on the cliff. So nice. He's like, not today, buddy. And he's gonna go for Porsche. Can he get a big RP here? Do they have enough damage? Looks like Team Spirit unsure about what they want to do in this fight. Saksa rolls in, and he might be losing his life for that insolence. Despite this coming out in a second now, gets the kill. So 1-for-1 trade. And Skeeter throws out his ultimate, but I don't think anyone's low life to actually think. Oh no, it is Yatoro. Gets doomed up. 33 in the end. And he takes at level, I believe level 8. And unfortunately for Yatoro, he was not expecting that, and he does lose his life. This has always been the risk with the Morphling. You go heavy on the Agi, you got caught by an errant stun or a doom, and you just lose your life.
Yeah, it seems like trying to set up. Morphling's like, you know, I can just chill with the Doom alone. It's okay, it's not a big deal. He pops the Doom on you, just like, okay, this sucks, but I should be fine. And then the Spectre ult comes out and it's like, okay.
Did not, you know, it's like, oh wait, he has this global presence. Very not fun. And Tundra Esports starting with their, you know, what we are used to seeing, where they get a bit of an advantage, they start growing it here. Team Spirit though, again, they still have the big RP, they still have solid team fight, and they do have Yotoro farming pretty well. Despite the death, he is still having a decent time in this game. Well, there's just Team Spirit just going to go for his top tier 1. Will Tundra try to contest this? Doesn't seem like they have any interest in defending that tower. First tower, I believe, in the game falling in favor of Team Spirit, giving them a little bit of map control, a little bit of access into the dire jungle as well.
Yeah, despite that, you can see this Morphling is going for the first item Lincoln's in response.
Like, not again, you know, it happens to you once, you do not want to get doomed the second time. And to be fair for Tundra, their abilities to break through the Lincolns are okay. You know, you've got the Spectral Dagger, Snowball, Double Edge, but it's still pretty tough to land the Doom in this situation. So I like what Yatoro's going for that defensive item from the start.
Yeah, certainly. It's not like he necessarily needs a farming tool. Just the items that build the Lincolns anyway is going to be enough for that sustain. Oh my god, the run over. That's disgusting. That's a perfect gank with the Mirana ult, and they even find 2 with the Magnus. That's the space they need. None of it goes to the Spectre, but I'll at least give her some space. I wonder what kind of item build and everything she's going for. It's a lot more of a greedy Doom game.
Probably going to be going for the Blade Mail as we usually see, and can they get a kill on Saksa? That's fine, they can get him. And 33 shows up, hits the Doom off, but they get the catch on him. Now he gets the stun on Maboshka, and I think they're going to be happy with the Maboshka kill. You'd love to get, actually I think he is going to take out, can they get him? Oh my god, no, deny! Mira! Was he trying to snowball? He had a snowball available, but no creep, and good jump in by Collapse. There's a TI-10 flashback, and they are going to be able to get the kill on 9. Oh god, sorry, 33.
No.
Is he really going to make it out?
I think he is. Too much movement speed. Oh, there we go. There's, I think, like on the Magnus, it seems. Well, it's going to cost them more. The Spectre's getting involved. Looks like the Blade Mail, and he'll be able to deny himself at least successfully with the Roshan. Now the Spectre's getting a little bit too distracted by the opportunity to kill. Oh my goodness, it's just a bloodbath back and forth both ways. But with the Morphling in, after getting caught out originally, no way for the Spectre to compete this early with that. Has to back up.
That's such a long fight, you know. I think they killed Maposhka at the very start. They got a kill on Laurel as well. So it's a 4-for-3 trade. Tundra losing a bit more at the losing their people at the end of the fight, but overall not bad guess for either team, right? Probably favoring Tundra just a little bit more though. Great Doom coming out from 33 in that fight. I'm calling him 9. I'm like, oh, jump in, but it looks like the Sigma was in time. And can it get the damage to kill the Morphling? And a stolen Stampede! Nah, he's gonna be in trouble. Beautiful move by Mira. And they get both the cores from Tundra Esports. Wow, he's hungry for more. Is this gonna be enough? Nah, snaking. Without the steering chains landing on him, he's just gonna be fine. Mira, incredible with that Rubik spell steal.
And that's the important way to phrase it. Both the cores of Tundra, because the Spectre is doing her best to try to farm these Ancients. The issue is not only is she struggling in a low HP situation, so she has to be careful, rely on the Blade Mail to help her. There's the Undying right next, nearby.
Poposhka,
Oh, man.
he'd love to get that decay off, you know, and that's not gonna happen. In the meantime, unfortunately, they catch Yutoro again. I don't think the Doom was used. Yeah, it still just comes off cooldown right now. So that was just a big jump by 9 and
it's just
damage.
The raw damage from the Centaur is too much, and he doesn't have the HP laying around, which means they can greed and use it on this Ember instead. Scorched Earth with the Doom to take him down, and they just take both the cores back.
And it's a bit,
they somehow find a way to keep this going.
That's been the Tundra's way, right? Like even when you feel like they're in a bit of, they're in a bit of a pickle, they just go for more. And 9 jumps on Mapochka, gets a kill on him. He's actually has a soul ring. He's going straight up Heart of Tarask on the mid Centaur. Don't try this at home, people. It won't work as well for you guys. Tries to roll for him. Saksa loses his life, but I mean, I don't think that's an issue for Tundra. You know, he's going around making space, making sure, keeping tabs on Team Spirit. If he loses his life, he loses his life. Who cares? That's a stack. Not a big one, but it's a stack.
Yeah, but you can see the scaling and the ability to farm the Spectre's 800 net worth even behind the Magnus. But you don't have to be behind on your net worth with BetBoom. A 1.32 favor for Tundra. But man, this game looks good for Spirit, so I'm not entirely sure. Don't forget to click that banner down below. Get a free $15 deposit to use on your first bets.
With the Blink Dagger on Collapse, they can definitely do something, right? That is, but in terms of the gold lead, Tundra Esports firm control, going to go for that top tier 1. And if they can get this along with the mid, they can start having access to Roche. Or at least they don't have to be too worried about Team Spirit contesting the Roche. Smoke on 4. And check it out, Morphling actually went for the Aghanim's shot, allowing him to morph while he's being controlled. So he's like, okay, you guys have got me a few times, that's not going to happen anymore. Snaking, he's going to be losing his life. Collapse, going to find anyone, does not. And Stampede is used just to get a little bit of distance on 9, he's going to be fine. Oh, there we go, Yutoro. Don't think can he actually kill him? There's no way it can be done. I mean, I guess you could, oh, he just jumps and gets the stun off. Yutoro, waveforms away. Yeah, it's just, if there were creeps nearby, you could double-edge the creep and have the damage go to the morph that way, but you can't double-edge the morph directly with the Lincolns.
Yeah, which is a bit rough. But the nice thing is, even with this Lincoln, if he's somehow able to land the stun, which he's been able to do once or twice, if he's able to keep that up, the Lincolns will deny it. Or be unable to deny it, rather.
Alright, Toro forces out the Moonlight Shadow to be used. Raceports, can you find anyone in this right now? And it looks like, nope, it's just going to be back to pushing normally. 9 is farming like crazy, and they do bring 33, a huge kill for Team Spirit. That's the highest value target that they can catch. Skeeter's net worth in this game is still rather abysmal. I have not seen him shut down. It will be a true testament to Tundra's skill if they can win this game. The Skeeter, also just suffering from start till now.
It's not even his fault. It just the Spectre. This is the huge weakness with it. It takes it's such a deadly in-game core, but it takes so long to get there. You have little opportunity to fight against it. With an Aegis on the Morphling, you're going to keep dodging, and you know this isn't going to be a farming Aegis, but being able to catch the Ember, even without the Doom, It's a good play.
Beautiful
And-
court.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they use the Centaur ult to confirm the kill. It's a good stun. Damage onto the Magnus, but the heal comes in. We'll keep him alive, and of course the Rubik with the no U. Snowballs on top of him.
The coordination to get that kill on Laurel was really well done. And Saksai sacrificed himself just to make sure that that 9 makes it out alive. I'm so used to seeing Centaur and thinking, oh, it's the offlaner, but it's like, no, it's the mid, it's the 9 Centaur, alright. Skeeter finally ahead of Collapse in terms of net worth. Next up, trying to overtake Laurel. He's getting very close to his Aghanim Scepter. That's going to give him a lot of flexibility around the map. And, alright. He's got the Aegis. He's got a good amount of health as well. Not going for that full agi. Oh, 9 misses it for the first time. It looks like Yatoro should be alright. He's actually walking into 3. Very bold, Mr. Yatoro.
You know, there's just still a few seconds on the Centaur blink. So he can just start gushing away with the water just in case they try to go for him.
Dive scan is used. Smoke on both sides is up. Toro, he's just kind of happy to push the bottom lane team kind of around him. They're actually moving forward to see if they can spot anyone. Oh, they jumped. Oh, that's an illusion. Yeah, 9. It happens to the best of us, man. You think you found this juicy kill and you're smoked up, but you jump in, smoke doesn't break. That's alright. It must be a delay. And you end up exposing yourself and getting nothing for it. Still, what is the win percentage right now? Tundra is only minor advantage. Laurel, is he gonna go? RP comes out, the arrow misses. And it looks like it is going to be 33 losing his life. What does he steal? He steals the hook stomp on Rubik. That's a cute spell. Definitely would have preferred the Devour, but you get what you can. You work with what you get.
Yeah, it's a bit weird when you steal a spell with Rubik and you get a creep. It's a good stun follow-up, but he got the adaptive strike off in time, so he'll just be able to freely lose a little bit of mana and comfortably keep that first life.
The shard pickup on Yatoro doing insane work to make sure that he does not get caught too many times. And if he does get caught, it's fine. He'll just be able to morph himself back to make himself very difficult to bring down.
Snake King doing his best to keep his life, delaying, being such a pain with it, and now they can chase back, try to turn around. Good counter initiation to telekinesis from the Rubik, but the snowball still comes in. He wants to get the Walrus Punch, he wants to finish the kill, can't find it, now he's left alone, taken out, and that's 2 dead for Tundra. They're going to be happy to go for more. The Spectre can at least throw the dagger for some harassment, but she's far, far away from wanting to fight against this just yet. Let's go back to farming for at least a little bit longer.
Oh, he has Spider Sense tingling. He's gonna jump. He does catch him. Beautiful lift by the Rubik, and he tries. Oh, Yatoro's like, time for me to stop your face. And yeah, he does bring down 9. Well played by really all 3 of them. Labs, as well as Yatoro. Laurel also, he pushed the hero to the limb with Ember Spell. I was like, is he really going to go for a sneaky kill? He does. And Skeeter turns on the Blade Mail, but he's got 4 people coming on top of him. I don't know if that Blade Mail is going to be enough, especially on a relatively poor. Spectre ultimate is used, trying to dodge, but Yatoro just adaptive strikes him to the face. And it is the Team Spirit show right now.
Plus the Tombstone respawn. And this was the entire issue I'm worried about. Not Spectre's a bad hero directly, but she needs so much space to farm, and most times whenever her teams grab one, they don't give her any assistance with the farming item. Just treating the Blade Mail as good enough, and it just isn't.
On the other hand, though, the Aegis is about to expire on Yatoro. He's been able to make these very aggressive plays because he knows he's got 2 lives. You know, killing him twice is very difficult. You only got 1 doom, but once the Aegis expires in about 15 seconds, if they break his link, if they doom him out, it is going to be a problem for his Team Spirit. Laurel does decent damage. He's actually 3rd highest net worth in the game, but you do require Morphling to be that killing blow for you.
Yeah, everything's going to hold this back, so now we're looking at getting to 30 minutes at least comfortably for Spectre to get the farm she needs. But I mean, look at this Morphling running away. The Doom's somewhat keeping up, but the Spectre that's supposed to be the answer directly against the Morph over 6,000 net worth behind. I think she can get away with maybe 2 to 3,000
Yeah,
behind, but
it's a big gap.
oh boy.
It is a big gap. Snaking, he's going to go be very close to those Guardian Greaves. That's going to help you out. And despite everything that we've talked about, and Team Spirit doing really well, it's not really like the numbers are really favoring them. Aposhka taking a bit of damage. The arrow comes out. Beautiful combination. Aposhka's going to lose his life, but Collab get the jump on Snaking. Guardian Greaves ain't going to help you in that situation. And Centaur, he's going for the Heart into Shard build. Which, by the way, for you guys who are not quite sure what the shard does, every time you use double edge, you get 15% bonus strength. It stacks to 5 times, and depends on how many enemy heroes you hit. So it is pretty nasty. You can make him extremely durable. Saxa, what are you doing there, buddy? Mira lift, Saxa, gonna be dead. Yeah, stay there just a little bit too long.
Always worth noting that the Centaur Shard also gives the slow, which is handy.
That's true. I always forget about that aspect of it. I always think of it as like, oh, it's just gives you so much extra strength. But I'm like, oh right, it's like 2.5 seconds slow. It's 20%. Not too bad. And Yatoro, he has got the Aghanim Scepter, so you can transform to Centaur, take away a lot of that extra strength that he has, or 33 on the Doom, and do just the same. You know, these are 2 tanky heroes. I definitely think you want to target 9 though, to get the Centaur off.
Yeah, certainly. With the smoke gank, if they can just gain that map control, if they catch the Spectre, like great. You have the Axe now. Now what?
And it gives you, that potential to just jump in and kill someone. Tundra smokes, Team Spirit smokes. Who's gonna find who here? Law's got the Aghanim Scepter on the Ember Spirit, so he's gonna be very mobile. And we kind of talked about this. It is quite difficult for them to catch the Ember. He might be the best target to Doom right now. Morphling is just gonna be this problem that you're like, all right, what can we do? You know, he's just gonna be able to always get his morph off. But taking out Laurel could be the play for Tundra. Top lane, people are showing up. It's the Power Rangers. They're all here.
I mean, the game plan is they need to be able to constantly delay, stall things longer and longer.
Big!
And that's going to be difficult. They have to address a fight, and it's a beautiful stun onto 2. These Tundra players are getting eviscerated. The Centaur can do what he can, but he's already ulted just before he gets deleted, just to try to give away for these other players to run. The Mirana to teleport out. Doom successfully escaped the trees, and at least the Spectre able to get some farm and split push. A bit more ahead of the Magnus, but still so far behind the Morphling that has that innate farming potential on top of so much more. Able to use the Centaur form against the Mirana, and that is disgusting.
Mira is incredible because even though when he jumped in there was no one there because they were all moonlight, he noticed the projectile of the creeps going that direction. He's like, they have to be roughly in this area. He has a beautiful stun coming out for him. So Team Spirit, and they are looking alive in game 2 after letting their foot off the gas a little bit in game 1, giving Tundra the opening that they needed.
Need might be just understating it a bit.
It's Collab's catching 9. Still very durable here, but not durable enough. And Yatoro, he actually canceled it a few times. Like, I'm gonna kill you with this ability. Oh my god! Well played by them. Ogre Steel Totem being picked up by Skeeter right now. It has just game 1 was the Skeeter show. Game 2. It hasn't been a Skeeter show. He's been shown his death a few times, and that's about it.
And not like he's done anything explicitly wrong. He's trying to do what he can, but the Morphling's normally so much faster, able to land the Doom off, gives the Morphling a chance, but it looks like the strength shift has successfully been applied. And look at that, the healing with the Undying and everything else. The Doom's trying to stop him, but it's just too much. BKB comes through after. They take out the Doom. This is soon to be GG. So you can see just now starting to go for that Manta. And I don't think this traditional style of Spectre build works with this current meta design.
Nah, he's definitely having a very tough time here. And then so Rubik can steal the War Stomp again. Like, you probably want the Hook Stomp. It gives you so much more damage, but you work with what you have. It's going to be 1 racks down for Tundra Esports. Team Spirit. We've been saying like, it's not too bad, not too bad, but now they are firmly in the lead. It's pretty damn bad for Tundra.
Bit of a hellish nightmare.
Well, for the fans of Team Spirit, if they win this and they win the next game, we get Mira to talk to. Not that they're gonna have to do something crazy if we want to get that speeder interview, at least after this game. And Roshan is gonna be going for Spirit again. If Yotoro picks it up, I'm really unsure how they're gonna be able to deal with him. The previous fight, I think he had the morph available on one of the strength tiers. I'm not sure if it was 9 or 33, which is why the Doom did not last very long at all. Felt like a very short Doom.
Helps a lot. Have the extra status resist.
And what are we working with here? He's gonna go for the Scotty next. I think he almost has it on the one thing. Should be able to get it after he takes away those ancient creeps. Well, the courier's there, so he's like, yeah, the courier's even better.
No fun for Sasuke.
Well, it's not gonna be fun very soon for 9 here. This mid centaur looks pretty good in the laning stage. He's gonna jump to Selvage. Oh my! Collapse! How does he even know he's there? He just knows he's there. He just gets the kill, the +1. And RP kind of comes out. I'm not sure who you actually hit. Saksa. I think he was invis and they were able to catch him here. But alright, we do see that sorry, Skeeter was able to use his Shadow Step, but not able to get the kill on the Poshka. Zombies chasing, snaking, but is Lara really gonna go for it? They get a solo kill on 33. This is one of his best heroes, and Yotoro just crushing him with the Morph Link. Arrow hits a creep, loss, just gonna be fine. Backup showing up, and a huge jump by Mia with that stun. The Centaur, the War Stomp coming out, and he's like, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I want to die? And where does he go at the end? He goes to Collapse, figuring out perhaps accurately that he does not have the damage to kill him. Misses the Skewer and Skeeter. Is he gonna be in fine? Mira throws out.
There's no TP.
Yeah,
he's doomed.
He is doomed in the end. The Doom's on his side, but he's doomed either way.
Maybe with more HP, he'd be able to at least take out the Magnus before being caught out.
Yes.
And we can see the situation, just not going for any sort of farming item first. This is going to leave this Spectre in a bit of a rough situation. No way to keep up, and this team can't create the space. It's a fun and interesting draft idea for the Doom Centaur unable to succeed at their mission.
Yeah, it worked well on the lane stage, but a couple of unfortunate fights cost them, and snaking he does lead to safety here. Oh, it's very scary. Yotoro is just gonna be punching these backs. 2 miss on the Aegis. Can you kill him? Tundra Esports will have to pull out not just a bunny out of a hat, but perhaps a buffalo. We'll get them the victory here. Couple of smokes coming out here from Tundra. Killing Yotoro again. I don't see how Yotoro dies right now. And transforms into the Spectre. Okay. You get a bit of that stolen agility. It's pretty nice. Extra attack speed as well. And that's gonna be a good opening. Maposh gets out. He does have buyback, wants to use his sneaking, is forced to use his instantly as well. The gem is on the ground for Tundra if they want to go for it. And the Doom, it's an AoE Doom. What are they going to be able to go for here? They're both focusing on
They're able to isolate the supports.
Yep, they are, and you lose near Lyle guys as well. It's a 3-9 R3 though, and Collapse coming in clutch just when they need him. Again, he's doing it at BetBoom. Tundra Esports, all their cores are down. Only 9 has a buyback, and Saksa, and alright, you really want to go against Magnus? And I love it! I knew he was going to say that! 1v1 Saksa. No, that's not fair. You're bringing friends. GG is called by 33. That was not a fair 1v1. And I think Team Spirit, they dishonored their victory at the very end, but they take it 1-1. Congratulations to them. We are going to decide their victory.
He's a wary lad.